All right, guys, we got a little bit of a trade set up here. We just got jobless claims at 7:30 a.m. Central. So another live trade example here. We don't have any positions open quite yet, but we take the 5-minute candle. We make a Fibonacci from the high-low point, like I usually like to do here. If you follow the channel, you know what's going on. So we got a 5-minute fib box right here, right? Oh, that's the highlighter, but you get the point. Changed up there. And now this fib box shows us that we had shied the top of the fib, so we got to be careful to retrace up to this guy because the second candle had it. But now inside the golden pocket, I want to start getting short here because we have some algos to kind of wipe down and chase a short down to almost tagging the bottom, similar to what it did the second 5-minute candle right here. So what you want to do is you want to set up for your trade, right? Let's shrink this a little bit. That's just for entries and whatnot. I always trade off TOS. I don't really use NinjaTrader charting or anything like that. It never works well. It doesn't save any of my settings. All right. So what I generally like to do here is I'll probably scoop a couple here. 20,400 right now. Big psychological half whole dollar. Once we move under this and we start getting hooking to the downside, we should hit to the bottom of this. Look at the MACD. It should be a generally easy trade here for a scalp. Could be a pretty quick one. Nothing too crazy, but easy enough. And I think we should actually get in quite a bit more here. I'm going to try to get in some of these bids right here. I want to get up to like 6, 7, see if we can fill here. Because we do have lower highs, lower lows all stacked up on the 5. And even if there's a pop back, there's a really good entry. If you take a peek at that MACD on the bottom, we've already showed some signal strength crossing. RSI is coming through that 50. So what we're doing is we're scalping and trying to stay under 20,405.70. That's the center of the golden pocket, right? We call that golden pocket here fib base. And what we like to do is, like I said, just get a quick sharp move right here, boop, right to the bottom of the data, maybe even a little bit more because I do have algo targets as low as 20,378. So with that being said, we can take this on to a little bit of a short down to 20,382 at least, right? Because the 5-minute high-low that was jobs data, that's our fib box, right? So usually we come to the top or the bottom of the fib box for the scalp. And what we do is we determine the direction from the golden pocket. So the center, 50, right, is 20,405. Fib box, gold level right here, right? And with the price action being underneath this level, we have the MACD rolling, RSI rolling, price action put in a little bit of a lower high. That means we have a really good opportunity to come down and at least scalp a short, right? And I'd like to get it down to at least 20,382.85 here. And the volatility index is kind of just getting started, so to the upside. So that should tell us more about what we got for the volatility. So if you look at the volatility index here, high or low RSI, MACD starting to cross to the bullish manner, and we can get up and start cooking a little bit to the upside there, right? So with that being said, we're going to get in here anything under, remember, 20,405. I'll add in short. I wanted to get up to about 7 contracts in the big account here, but we need to kind of push into this zone again. I think the top of the golden pocket channel right here between the 50 and the 38.20 to have a great ad. But as you see, we just filled a couple more of those limit orders up there. And now that's fine. As long as you stay under the 10 SMA and right here, this gold level, we're perfectly fine on short. So stop out's obviously recovery at that level. So if we push down into yesterday's half candle retrade, highs, 20,397.06, and then push, it's perfectly fine to set up for that downside. So the MACD has a really far chance here to go back to that 0 level. And again, if you've been watching the last 4 or 5 videos, I explained that the RSI is always faster than the MAC. So the MACD is that signal saying, hey, we're going to come down, but the RSI being faster, it's telling you, hey, I got some temporary support at the 50 marker, right? We always chart out 50 here on the RSI, and it's telling us that we have a bounce here coming, right? Temporary, and then we can break, and then we can chase down the MACD target of the 0 line, but the entry, right, confirmation is letting it pour out to here, pop. And this pop is only developed off RSI's 50 tag. That's this green candle right here at 7:50 a.m. Central that we're talking about right here. And that's the pop candle that's associated with the RSI tag. So let this come down, hit the RSI 5, pop, right? Get up into here, and then continue. And this is where the add short comes in and the extra confirmation. Okay. So again, just the golden level of 20,405 and 70 cents. We can watch this one play. We're actually pushing in there right now. I only got 6 contracts. I did want to get a little more, and I'm talking too much, so I'll just jump in one more market. I want more than this too. Let's do one more. 8 total. We'll rock with 8. And might seem like a crazy market in order, and my systems are pretty tried and true with this setup right here, so I'm not too worried about the play. So our fib box high-low on the 5 minutes gonna give us this beautiful tried and true. It holds that golden pocket, right? 50 RSI. Now you're gonna see the 50 RSI leak through because it was a temporary bounce. Like I said, it's only gonna do it a little bit. It's going to give you a little pop back, trap a little bit of the longs for whatever, using yesterday's highs as a support or whatever. It's not going to hold, guaranteed. So as we push the envelope to the downside here, we're going to cover into some fresh lows, and we're going to cover into 20,382.85 or close to. And of course, we always want to cover on the way back down, paying yourself always, right? It'd be crazy not to pay yourself. So as we go down here, again, MACD is really good. I told you the temporary RSI chap. Now we're going to go back to red. And again, this is predictive trading and momentum. And again, we've been doing this for 14 years. So if it seems kind of ridiculous on these trade setups where we film them live and it's just like, oh, we call it before it happens, that doesn't always happen. Okay. Trading is extremely volatile. It can be difficult, but when you wait for confirmation, you don't gamble the data, and you size appropriately to your account, it can end up being pretty beneficial to you. So as we kind of get into the wait time here, we're going to see this slice down. We're going to see it pick up a little bit faster here. It's 7:57. So for a new candle to form, we're coming up to 8 a.m. So when the 8 a.m. hits, we're going to hit a new 30, a new 15, a new hourly, a new 5, a new 1. You get it. Everything from an hour and below, we're going to hit a new candle on. So that's going to be the continuation push. We're getting very close to that. And as a price action trader, I always watch the time, right, for when the candles are. Because if I'm in a move like this where it slips short and I understand what's happening, and there's a new a new time candle coming up, especially in the hourly, we have a chance to sell now all the way into the 8. Now the 8 a.m. could reverse this and push, but we have 2 minutes of selling left pretty easily, in my opinion, for this. So what we're going to do is we're up 11 points. We're going to start taking in profit just as I expressed we would. Took off 5 there. We're down to 3, and now we should get the continuation cut down. We're up 13 points, 14. And we're almost to target. Like I said, I only wanted to get close to 20,382.85, similar to the second candle as I expressed in the beginning of this video. This is the first candle for the fib box. This is the second candle. Notice how it got really close to the top of the data candle 5 minute, but never hit and then went down. I'm only looking to get close to this right here because I knew it had a magnet, and I kind of understood. Again, we understand these algos pretty clear here at Boiler Room Trading. And we are able to give you guys a pretty good outlook. So with my team in my Discord, they had been ready for this all morning, and my final cover is coming up here. Boom. Order filled. So we got 20,032.25, and if it speeds up from here again, no big deal. Like I said, the MACD has more room to the 0 line. So these moving averages can come all the way down to the 0 line before it wants to bounce. But this is usually a bounce point on the bottom of the fib box, right? And that's how I scalp data. So that was a $1,951 trade of a few contracts. Beautiful scalp. First one of the day. If any of this seems interesting and you guys want to come hang out with us, I do this live every single morning at Boiler Room Trading. The link's in the description. If you ever want to support the channel in a different way, we trade with Apex Funded Trading. I got a code TG33. You can dial that in for the Apex account that you purchase. Gets you a nice big discount and supports the channel. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll come back with another lesson soon.